What is up, my friends? It's your boy Bailey's dad, and today we are going to be ranking every single skin in Brawl Stars currently. Bailey's dad. Before we get into the tier list, I want to let you know that I left timestamps in the description with every skin, so you can bounce around and see which ones you like the most, which ones you personally didn't, and then I want to challenge everyone in this video. I also left the link in the description with this very tier list so you can fill it out for yourself and let me know in the comments below what your list looks like. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. All right, here we are with the tier list. We got the double S, S, A through F. That is going to represent every single one of these skins right here. Right off the jump, we are missing a few. We don't have the Horus bow, and also we don't have Top Hat Mortis. So those two, I'm gonna just simulate somehow or not. But without further ado, let's get straight into this list. Let's do the worst and the best right off the bat, just to make it really clear where everything else stands. So number one in my double S tier easily is Werewolf Leon. This is one of the coolest skins I've ever seen in Brawl Stars, and it's too bad it's gone forever. Man, I wish I had gotten it when that time came out for it, but beautiful nonetheless. Another top tier skin is the Virus 8-bit. This thing is ridiculous. Have any of you actually run into this in game? I think I've yet to see anybody with it, but that thing is beastly. You got the neon colors, the mean looking 8-bit, the X'd out buttons and stuff, man. Epic. Another absolutely amazing double S tier one I'm putting up there is Hog Rider Carl. You guys know I love me some Clash Royale, and I had to put him in here, especially when you represent the game that I love in another game. Bruh, top tier. So those are a few of the top ones. Now let's take a look at the very bottom in the F tier. Outlaw Colt is my first one. This skin is just disgusting. The color, look at this color, dude. It looks like something that you'd wear in at an office 9-to-5 type job. Like, that color is rough. And then you got the brown vest, the brown pants. No, that thing is just gross, man. F tier. Another terrible F tier skin is going to be College M's. I mean, what did they really do here? Lighten up her skin and lighten her hair? Not that good. Honestly, the original skin of M's looks better in my opinion than this, so F tier for you. Let's find one more F tier just to make things a little bit balanced, and it is going to be the Cupid Piper. So it's just kind of a boring looking skin. The hair is really weird. All it is a white dress and fluffy hair with the red umbrella and stuff like that. It's Valentine's Day themed, which it already isn't that interesting, so F tier. Now we've got kind of like the top and the bottom of our list. Let's see where else we can fill things in. Way up here in the A tier for me is Calavera Piper. She looks super good, man. The different color skin, the like inverted eye colors, the Mexican culture, candy skull aesthetic. That's super dope. I love how it looks, so it makes it in the S tier. Coming down into the D tier is going to be classic 8-bit. Although it is kind of cool that he's got the little retro look, the old school D-pad and different colors, it's still a pretty basic reskin, and for 30 gems, it's not that good, so I'm gonna leave it in the D tier. Another one of my favorite skins in the game is going to be the Heroine BB. I believe she belongs in the S tier because it is such a cool thought. She's got the sword, the cool little 8-bit bubble that she blows out as her super, and then the nice little rolled up beanie. That's a fun touch. It looks really dope. It's rare. Not a lot of people have it, so S tier indeed. Also up there in the A tier, I'm gonna give it to Shadow Knight Jessie. This thing looks tough, man. A lot of the skins that have to do with like the opposite side, the opposite vibe of their main counterpart, like regular Jessie is a nice looking girl, you know what I mean? Shadow Knight Jessie is this tough looking, you know, battle hardened character, and for me, it is definitely an A tier skin. Down in the D tier is going to be most of the Christmas skins. I don't really like the Santa Mike. I don't really like the little helper Penny, because these skins are basically cliches, you know? They're like the skins that you would expect to come out during Christmas or during a holiday, and it's not super creative. All right, cool, you can throw candy canes. Great, you throw presents or whatever. You look like an elf. That's not very interesting to me, so I put that in the D tier for sure. One more D tier character actually actually is GT Max, although I do really like the color scheme right here. It's just very basic. They could have done so much with a brawler like Max, and to give her just a recolor that looks like it belongs in the middle of the ocean or something under a coral reef. I don't know what the heck I'm thinking, but it's just not that interesting. I like it, but still, it doesn't really get much higher than D tier for me. Now, right after I trash talked all the Christmas stuff, I am going to put the red Nose Nita right up here in the A tier, because this is how you do a Christmas holiday type skin. It's totally unique. You got the little red nose reindeer. You see all of the cool stuff that they added to Nita. The attacks are different. It just looks really fun. So A tier for this one. Oh man, and one of the coolest skins from this season is the Evil Gene. All of the particle effects, the flames and things coming out from Gene's, I think it's his head, right? Yeah, from the lamp, makes him look super tough. He's red, he's menacing, and when you see that pull coming out from him, bro, GG, it's over. One of the most fearsome things you could run into in the game, and so Evil Gene takes the S tier spot. So we've shown a couple of the extremes, top and bottom. Let's find some stuff that fits in the middle. I think first off is probably going to be Ladybug B. Ladybug B is just kind of very basic, you know what I mean? It's cool, it's different, it makes sense. It's like a nice version of B, like ladybugs don't sting, but it's just a fun little skin that isn't really that awesome or that lame, so it fits right in the middle. Another couple of those that I think fit are the Iris Tara, Rockstar Colt, and believe it or not, Pink Piper. I think Pink Piper more suits the actual style of Piper than the original skin, the blue. It's an interesting contrast, the pink and the blue, but here you got all pink everything, and it looks really good. So I'm putting all three of those in the C tier. Moving up a little bit to the B tier is going to be DJ Frank. Just a very awesome skin, man. It reminds me of Daft Punk, actually, with the little words coming through, the metal helmet, and then the boombox and stuff on his hammer. Super fun skin, and I love it. Also, in the B tier, I'm going to give Bake Sale Barley. Bake Sale Barley is super cool. You see the pies flying out, the different skin. It's a female Barley. It says Barley with a wig and a dress, and it's awesome. Also in the B tier for me is Night Witch Mortis. Just a fun skin. Another callback to Clash Royale. It's just an awesome skin overall. Looks cool. It is intimidating, and it fits in the B spot for me. Another really dope double S tier skin that I love is the Street Ninja Tara. The color scheme on this thing is tough, bro. It's got the midnight blue and the like neon pink with the crazy cool little ninja style accents and the big pullover, kind of covering and hiding Tara a little bit more. Just super dope skin. One of the top ones in there. You can't get it anymore, which is a bummer, and so it makes the double S spot for me. All right, I think it's time to put the color doubles in. So we've got, let's see, where's the other Barley? Barley has a color double. Bull has a color double. And Mecha Bow has a triple. Look at this. Same skin, 3 different colors. And then lastly is Mecha Bow. Let me just put all those in order and we'll take a look at what I think are the best. So first of all, I like to think that the red ones look cooler, but in this case, the blue Barley is going to make the C tier for me. It just looks really nice. It's a call out to the wizard from Clash Royale, and the blue is what matches the wizard's robes. He doesn't have red robes. So not that the red ones are bad, but I think they're not as good as the blue robes, so I'm putting them in the D tier. After that comes Bull. Now, Bull, definitely the Linebacker Bull, or is that Touchdown Bull? Yes, Touchdown Bull indeed. Looks way better than the blue one. The blue, for some reason, with the Bull just doesn't look as tough. It is both the exact same skin, but the colors make a big difference here. And then lastly, the Mecha Bows. Honestly, in my opinion, the best one is the regular Mecha Bow. I think the blend between the orange, the white, and the red just makes it look really tough and cool, and I dig it, over the light Mecha Bow, which is also still extremely nice, and over the gold Mecha Bow, which is also cool, but it's not as interesting of a color scheme, in my opinion, as the regular Mecha Bow, and that's why he makes the A tier spot. Another A tier skin is going to be the Gale Bazaar skin. I just love it for the fact that it has the snakes all over. You see him, instead of his little snowblower. He's got the snake shooter. What do you call it? And he shoots out the little snakes. They're like wriggling through their opponents. It looks awesome. So it makes the A tier spot for me. Bandita's not the worst skin in the world, but also not really that interesting. So I'm going to put her in the E tier there, along with the White Crow. White Crow, we know that there's a remodel for Crow coming up. We already saw it. The White Crow now looks amazing, but at the time of this recording, that technically hasn't come out yet. So White Crow is still a pretty meh kind of a skin. I'm going to leave it in the E tier there. I see PSG Shelly here, and the skin's not half bad. It's pretty cool. Actually, you know what? I'm going to move her up to C. The reason being is because the air horn gun. That is awesome. I'm not really a big fan of soccer, football, whatever you consider it to be, especially not the Paris Soccer Group. It's Paris Soccer Galaxy. I don't even know what you would call them. Anyway, it's just kind of a plain skin. She's in a soccer jersey, her regular hair, but then that air horn gives it a little bit of a nice touch, so I'm putting that in the C tier. All the way up in the S tier has got to be Corsair Colt. This is such a dope skin, man. He's like a super pirate, a brawl pirate. He's got his double guns. He looks really clean with his like trench coat, his piratey red royal trench coat. I love it. S tier for that. In the double S tier is gotta be Robo Mike. You know what? I take that back. I'm putting it down to S. And you know what the reason why is? Because although it is an extremely unique skin, it's got the little bird controlling the giant mecha Mike, but the thing that kind of knocks it down to S tier, honestly, is the rusty aspect of it. He looks all beat up and worn down, even though he's got really cool special effects. He launches the unique attacks, he's got the fun super, all sorts of really nice stuff. The rusty aesthetic kind of knocks it down a peg for me. I think if he had a clean paint job or something, maybe it would be a little bit higher, but anyway, S tier is really good, all things considered. Also in the S tier, I have to put my boy Maple Barley. Look at this boy. Look at him. He is a hipster if I ever seen one. He's got the beautiful lumberjack beard, the lumberjack clothing, the maple. He is basically a lumberjack right here, but it reminds me so much of a guy who loves to put product in his beard and looks super slick with the beanies and stuff. Man, this is an amazing skin. I want it. S tier is where it goes. Oh, I forgot. We have to do the Mecha Crows. Definitely the regular Mecha Crow is going to be in the A spot. Not really one of the most ultimate skins that I've ever seen, but still a cool one. The Gold Mecha Crow is alright. I mean, it fits right along here with the gold mecha bow. It's just kind of all gold. Not that interesting to me. And the black one actually also, I think, belongs in A because it brings the dark aesthetic to Crow, which he desperately needs as a small little baby bird who is very strong, don't get me wrong, but still, he looks real tough with the dark skin. In the C tier is going to be Mascot Daryl. It is a cool skin. He looks like a ball, but it's just kind of basic. He's a ball with fan hands, so C tier. Also in the C tier, I'm gonna put the Tanuki Jessie. I'm not really that much of a fan. I know the Tanuki is kind of like a part of Japanese culture, but to me, it doesn't look that cool. It's like they took the Tanuki aesthetic and slapped it on top of Jessie's stuff and didn't really put much more thought into it. So C tier. Now, Shiba Nita, another very cool Japanese dog, has to be in the S tier. Such a beautiful skin. Her pose, it's like she's in this little schoolgirl outfit with the big Shiba Inu dog as the bear and the hat and stuff. Just gorgeous. I love it. That's at the top for me. Now, you go over there. You go over here. Golden Barley is in the same tier as all the gold ones. B-ish. Here's kind of a shocker. Brown and Friends Leon, I'm going to put in the A tier. I think it's really cool. It's unlike any of the others, obviously, with the Brown and Friends aesthetic, but it just looks super cool that he's a little duck. That's it. Yellow hoodie. Now, of the other Brown and Friends skins, I think probably the worst one is this Carl one. Like, it just is a... What is this frog's name? I have no idea. I've never actually seen Brown and Friends. What is Brown and Friends? Do you guys know? I don't. It's interesting enough. I do definitely think that it's worse than the bear, so I'm gonna put it in the D tier just because it's kind of basic. Like, it almost looks like he's got the frog hat on and that's it. I know the cart is different and the bow tie and stuff, but still, it doesn't have anything that really stands out as extremely cool and interesting to me like the bear and the duck does. How many more Nitas do we have? We've got this one, Oh, cool. That's it. Koala and Panda. Okay, between the Koala and the Panda, for me, the Koala is going to get the upper hand here. I'm going to put him in the B tier because he's got the little Save the World pendant on his neck. The Koala looks really cool on top of Nita's head. And then also your bear becomes a giant koala, which looks incredible. As opposed to what I would call the C tier skin, the Panda skin. It is very cool, don't get me wrong, but it's just a recolor technically. And that's nice, but not as good as a full-on new model. Holiday Pam is in the D tier for me. Not that interesting. Got the boring little summer aesthetic. I mean, it's cool with the different models and stuff, but the summery cliche ain't really my thing. Another one that I put in the D tier is Caveman Frank. It's just weird, you know? Caveman Frank, purple hair, old Flintstone looking boy. Not a fan. Sorry if I'm offending anyone. I don't mean to, but that's just my honest opinion. On the other hand, Summer Brock definitely goes into the A tier. He is amazing. Once they redid that skin, it upped the value and the look of it by so much. He's got the fun shark rocket that he's using, and then the actual rockets that come out have these little water trails and stuff. Super fun skin to have. And pretty intimidating too if you're facing it. Let's do some of the newer skins. Barbarian Bull definitely gets into the B tier for me. Of all the Bull skins, this is one of my favorite. Just another callback to originally a Clash of Clans character, but also one that got ported into Clash Royale. And I tend to have an affinity for those Brawl skins that came from Clash of whatever characters. Guard Rico is also very interesting. One of the coolest Rico skins. And I would go as far as to say, let me see. B or A? B or A? I'm gonna put Guard Rico in the A tier because it's so unique and different. Like total desert vibes, evil looking too. Do you notice how most of the Tara's Bazaar skins are evil? That's pretty surprising. Here's Rogue Mortis as well. Rogue Mortis definitely is in my S tier. That thing looks incredible. For Mortis being like an undead character, here he gets another sort of thought, and he looks like he could be the main villain of a Brawl Stars movie or something epic like that. Old Jafar head looking, so he makes it into the S tier. No Hat Mortis, right in the middle, C tier. Pirate Jean, B tier. Pirate Poco, B tier. I like the pirate skins here, although those also are kind of a cliche with the whole piratey theme that we've seen in a bunch of games all the time. They look really good, both of them. But Carl as a pirate takes my S tier. This is such a dope skin, dude. He is on a ship, a pirate ship, and he's a friendly looking pirate. He's got, what is that, an anchor? Yeah, it looks like he's got his anchor that he throws. He's got his little piratey hat, and he's the captain of his ship with all of his mateys. I love that skin. I wish I had it. Who do we have left? Okay, let's do the primos. El Rudo Primo, El Rey. Ooh, that's a tough one. Honestly, I think El Rudo makes the A tier and El Rey takes the B tier. Rudo, because not a lot of skins have that evil aesthetic, right? The kind of like harder, tougher, face your opponent in a hardcore way kind of a look, and El Rudo does it really nice. I still kind of think they should have called him El Malo, because Rudo is not a word in Spanish for those of you who don't speak it, but Malo, bad, would have fit a little bit better. And El Rey is still a really good skin. It looks phenomenal. All the little bangles and gems and crown and things like that make him look super cool. But Rudo for me takes the A spot. Dumpling Daryl I've run into so many times on the battlefield, and it is really intimidating to see over the regular Pirate Daryl skin. He's got the kind of like what reminds me of a sumo wrestler with the giant I guess like the little belt that they would wear, and he's also got the funky looking guns and the rice on top. It's just super cool skin, so A tier for him. Summer Sprout, kind of basic. Same with the Summer Jessie. I'm not really too impressed, although the duck is cool. Yeah, I wouldn't put it D tier. Let's go C. Because of the little rubber ducky turret, you made it into the C tier in my book, Jessie. Well done. Bunny Penny makes it into the C tier. Cool skin, very different, but also kind of just a little bit basic. And then the dark Bunny Penny for sure makes it a little bit higher up with the rest of those dark tier, actually. You'll notice most of the dark ones are here on the same for me in this A tier. All of them right up there. So dark Bunny Penny makes it as well. Oh, now we can do all the Ricos. Let's go over here. Definitely the loaded Rico makes it into the A tier for me. He's got the gems shooting out of his body. I mean, who doesn't want to kill their opponent with gems? Come on, bro. That's amazing. He's got the crown, the little beautiful cape coming out, the royal colors. Overall, even though it is kind of like one of those basic gold skins, it has a bunch of cool little aesthetics and things that they added to it to make it different. So he makes it into the A tier spot. Ricochet is actually really cool as well. And I'm tempted to put it in the S tier, but because it's so popular, I'm not going to. I'm gonna put it in the A tier. It's one of those skins, like an OG skin. It looks like the original Rico, and it just looks really cool, man, with the outlaw look, the X'd out eyeball. It's clean. On the other hand, Popcorn Rico, that's D tier to me, man. Well, nah, I'll put it in C tier. I'll give it a little bit of mercy right there because it is a very unique concept. Nobody else has a skin that's from the movies. So Popcorn Rico, C tier. Also in the C tier is going to be Spicy Mike. Just pretty general, basic, unique looking, but not really anything absolutely mind-blowing. Serenade Poco makes it in there. He gets, actually, you know what? I'm gonna put Serenade Poco in B tier. Even though it is like a Valentine's Day lovey-dovey skin with the white and pink and stuff, the rose is cool. The guitar looks cool. It's a very different looking Poco, and I dig it. Oh, nice. Okay, let's get the Brocs here. So we already put one of my favorites, which is the beach one, up here in the A tier. But honestly, dude, the Lion Dance Brock, though, that skin is so amazing on a number of levels. First of all, he's got the really cool looking dragon colors. He shoots out the funky looking rockets. He's got a Bruce Lee vibe. And also, I don't know if you guys knew this, but he's wearing the glasses from what he kind of looked like back in beta, dude, with the like fully tinted glasses. You couldn't see his eyes. Yeah, that's dope. S tier for him. And then between the boombox and the hot rod, I definitely think Hot Rod takes the A tier over the boombox, which makes it to B. Boombox is cool, don't get me wrong, but it's not as interesting looking as the Hot Rod, and a cool concept nonetheless. Now we can move on to the spikes here. Sakura Spike. I think Sakura Spike kind of is somewhere in between B and C, but I'll give her the benefit of the doubt and put her in B because it's a girl version of Spike, right? That's pretty cool. Anytime the skins that are supposed to be male, right, get turned into like a female version, that's kind of neat. Sort of like Bake Sale Barley right here. So I'll put that there. And then of course the Robo Spike, I want to put it in A for how interesting it is, but I'm going to knock it down also into the B tier just because of the color, you guys. Why did they choose to go yellow with it? What's the I wish they had gone like a dark green or something, like a rusted green. That would have been really cool, and for me would have bumped it up to the A tier. Now we've got a couple of Shellys to decide from. We got the Star Shelly and the Witch Shelly, and I think between the two of them, definitely the Witch Shelly has a lot going for her. The typical little Halloween witch hat, the cauldron, the little cat that rides around, the little cape that you get from her. It's all really neat, but I'm gonna put her in the B tier because this skin right here, this Star Shelly, is so beautiful. Not only that, but it's rare as a mess. Not very many people have it. He's got the neon purple hair, the deep blue backwards hat, the headphones, and actually the gun that kind of looks like 8-Bit's gun. I don't know if that's accurate. I'll have to take a look, but that thing is sweet, and so she belongs for me in the S tier. Couple of Jessies here at the end. Regular Knight Jessie. I have this skin personally. I really love it with the dragon turret and with the feel and vibe of it, the helmet, the armor. A tier for sure. And then with the new Red Dragon Jessie, to be honest, I was very hype at first because of how the turret looks, but overall it just kind of reminds me a little bit of like a McDonald's employee or something with the red and yellow. I mean, no offense to the release of the game in China and stuff, but this skin is honestly really cool because of the turret, but the regular Jessie just ain't doing it for me. I'm gonna put her in the C tier. Viking Bull also belongs in the C tier with the Red Dragon Jessie, as well as Agent P. He's cool, he's got a different feel, but not very different from the original skin, so he goes in the C tier. Oh baby, we're in the final 7. Here we go. Hopefully this doesn't shock you. I'm going to put the Nightwear Sleepy Sandy in the S tier, only for one reason. Do you know what it is? Spike slippers, bro. Those spike slippers are so awesome. It couldn't be anywhere than S tier, right? It can't. That's amazing. And Rockabilly Mortis is another really cool one. One of those that's about to be going into the vault away forever. It's pretty solid. I think probably as good, if not maybe a little bit better than Night Witch Mortis. But I'm just going to leave them right in the middle, right next to each other in the B tier, because they're both excellent skins, and I don't really know which one, in my opinion, would be better. So yeah, Shark Leon is cool. Definitely belongs, somewhere in the B or the C tier. It's just such a unique looking skin. But the thing is, it's obviously like a knitted hoodie, right? Which makes sense for the aesthetic of Leon. It's not going to be a real shark like it kind of looks like for Nita. So I'm going to put this skin in the B tier as well, just to be fair, because it is pretty unique and rare. Coach Mike is cool, but not very interesting overall, so he's going to go in the C tier, as well as Road Rage Carl. Cool skin. Well, actually, you know what? I take that back. Road Rage Carl goes in the B tier. This thing looks cool. He's riding a car, man. No one else in the game rides a car, so that earns the B tier. Royal Agent Colt. That thing, it looks nice. It looks really good, but is it better than Corsair Colt? Definitely not. There's no way. It's a great skin. I'm gonna put it in the B tier because I don't actually think it surpasses some of these beautiful skins right here, but B tier seems to suit it real nice. And last of all is the Phoenix Crow. This skin is amazing. He shoots out fire instead of poison. He looks tougher and bigger because of his fiery flaming wings and things like that. So the Phoenix Crow for me is going to go in the S tier. One of the coolest skins in the game for sure, and so I think he rightfully earns that spot. Well, there you have it. What did you think of our tier list? Please let us know in the comments below, and also feel free to do the list yourself and post your results in the comments. As always, I want to thank you so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, please be sure to leave us a like and hit subscribe for more weekly Supercell content, and I'll see you next week on Bailey's Dad. Bye-bye.